When was the last time you walked out of a grocery store actually feeling good about your trip? You know that victorious, on top of the world feeling when you've stretched every dollar, filled your cart to the brim and thought, yeah, I crushed it. Lately, though, it feels like those moments are long gone. Instead, we're left standing at the checkout, staring at the total on the screen like it's some bad joke. We're wondering how a cart that's half full could possibly cost an amount that requires a small loan. If your grocery bill is skyrocketing, your pantry still looks like it's on a diet despite your best efforts. And you're questioning every single item in your cart, you're not alone. There's a big shift happening in the way people shop for food, and stores like Walmart, once the undisputed heavyweight champion of saving money, are starting to lose their grip on loyal shoppers. What's really going on here? Why are so many people rethinking where they buy their groceries? Stick around because we're about to break it all down, piece by piece. Let's dive in. Let's dive into our first course of concern safety scares. Walmart has had a few moments in the food safety spotlight. Remember those listeria scares in veggies? Listeria can turn your salad into a biological weapon. These incidents pop up with alarming regularity. High arsenic levels in apple juice for children, and E. coli in ground beef, millions of pounds of potentially contaminated meat. Each incident chips away at consumer trust. You expect to save money, not audition for monsters inside me. The health concerns are very real. Listeria, E. coli, heavy metals, serious health consequences. Rollback prices lose appeal with potential medical bills. Is it a bargain if the food carries a hidden risk? Walmart's low prices promise becomes hollow if safety is questionable. Any recall has a massive ripple effect. A vast distribution network means big mess-ups. There's a palpable feeling of betrayal. Consumers, especially on tight budgets, rely on Walmart. Carelessness in food safety is a genuine blow. Corporate responses often involve carefully worded PR statements. Consumers want genuine, transparent commitment to safety. Repeated safety scares erode confidence. Shoppers wonder if this is just the cost of doing business for Walmart. Let's move on to another modern marvel of retail innovation that often feels more like a medieval torture device: Walmart's self-checkout. Self-checkout, sold to us as the sleek, efficient future of shopping. The promise was speed, autonomy, a swift in and out. The reality? Well, the reality is often a masterclass in frustration. You approach the self-checkout area, often to find a line that rivals the one for the human-operated tills. So your first taste of efficiency is waiting for a machine that's supposed to save you time. Then comes the symphony of beeps and error messages. Unexpected item in the bagging area. Yes, machine, it's unexpected because put it there. Or my personal favorite, when it refuses to recognize a barcode, requiring the intervention of the one beleaguered employee overseeing 12 chaotic stations. And that employee is usually darting around like a firefighter in a firework factory. The flashing light on your station signaling your desperate need for assistance becomes a beacon of your slowly dwindling patience. Then there are the random audits. Congratulations. You've been selected for a special mandatory review of your purchasing prowess. Your items are rescanned, your integrity implicitly questioned. Let's be honest, a significant part of the self-checkout push is about shifting labor costs. Walmart saves money on cashiers by making do the work. You scan, you bag, you troubleshoot. You're essentially an unpaid Walmart employee for the duration of your checkout. This consistent experience of self-checkout frustration is a major driver of customer dissatisfaction. It turns what should be a simple transaction into an obstacle course. People don't leave a store feeling good after battling a machine that seems actively hostile to their attempts to give the store money. It's not exactly a recipe for customer loyalty. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room: rising prices at Walmart. For decades, Walmart's entire brand identity was built on one simple promise: always low prices, always. But lately, that promise is starting to feel a bit, well, like a promise made by a politician during election season, full of hope, but increasingly detached from reality. We all know inflation has been hitting everyone. No one expects prices to stay static forever. However, what shoppers are noticing at Walmart isn't just inflation, it's the insidious creep of shrinkflation. Shrinkflation, the art of giving you less product for the same or even a higher price. Your favorite bag of chips suddenly has more air and fewer chips. Your chocolate bar looks like it's been on a diet. It's a sneaky way to raise prices without actually changing the number on the sticker. This steady erosion of its budget-friendly reputation is a serious problem for Walmart. When the one thing you're famous for, being cheap, starts to become questionable, people take notice. They start doing the math. They start comparing. And what they're finding is that Walmart isn't always the undisputed champion of savings anymore. Suddenly, discount grocers like Aldi and Lidl, or even bulk buying at Costco, start looking a lot more appealing. Shoppers are becoming more discerning, armed with smartphones and a healthy dose of skepticism. They're no longer blindly assuming Walmart has the best deal. They're checking flyers, comparing unit prices, and voting with their wallets. There's a pervasive feeling of being nickel and dimed. It's not just the big-ticket items, it's the slow, steady increase across the board. It adds up, and for families already struggling to make ends meet, these subtle price hikes can be the breaking point. Next up on our tour of why we're mad at Walmart is the increasingly common and deeply frustrating phenomenon of empty shelves. You make your list, you check it twice, you brave the traffic, you navigate the parking lot, only to find that the one crucial ingredient for tonight's dinner is conspicuously absent. It's a special kind of retail purgatory. Now, to be fair, some of this is due to factors beyond Walmart's direct control. Extreme weather events can snarl supply chains for everyone. We've seen hurricanes, blizzards, and droughts wreak havoc on agriculture and transportation. That's understandable, if still annoying. Then, there are things like disease outbreaks affecting livestock or crops. Avian flu, for example, can decimate poultry populations, leading to egg shortages or higher prices. These are industry-wide problems, and Walmart, with its massive volume, feels these crunches acutely. Again, it's a reason, but it doesn't make the empty shelf any less empty when you're standing in front of it. However, there's also talk of purposeful product pruning, or what some might cynically call strategic out-of-stock. This is the idea that retailers sometimes deliberately reduce the variety of items they carry, or don't restock less popular items as quickly, to streamline operations or push consumers towards more profitable alternatives. Whether this is a widespread Walmart strategy or just a perception born of frustration, the effect on the customer is the same. The thing you want isn't there. This unreliability has a direct impact on meal planning and regular shopping habits. If you can't count on Walmart to have the basics, you start to look for stores that are more consistent. A weekly shopping trip turns into a multi-store scavenger hunt, which is nobody's idea of a good time. Let's talk about a fascinating shift in consumer behavior, the rise of the preparedness mindset. This is a broader, more mainstream trend. The pandemic and supply chain issues taught us that just-in-time grocery shopping can be precarious. Having a buffer at home isn't just sensible, it's empowering. So what does this preparedness look like? It means stockpiling essentials. Think non-perishables like canned goods, rice, beans, pasta, and household necessities. Buy extra when things are on sale, creating a home inventory. This mindset reduces dependence on any single retailer. A well-stocked pantry means you're not at the mercy of fluctuating prices or empty shelves. You can wait for better deals or shop elsewhere without pressure. There's peace of mind knowing you have what you need. There are cost savings from buying in bulk or on sale. This contrasts with the just-in-time inventory model of large retailers. That model minimizes storage costs but leaves consumers vulnerable. Home stockpiling is the consumer's way of taking back control. There's empowerment in self-reliance. So where does all this leave us? The bottom line is clear. Walmart's once ironclad grip on the grocery market is slipping, and frankly, it's not hard to see why. They've given shoppers a whole smorgasbord of reasons to reconsider their loyalty, and people are, quite sensibly, taking them up on the offer. It's like they handed out dissatisfaction surveys and everyone actually filled them out. From safety scares that make you question if your lettuce is plotting against you, to self-checkout systems that feel designed by someone who hates humanity, rising prices that mock their always low prices heritage, and empty shelves that turn a quick trip into an epic quest, the shine is definitely off the apple. And let's not forget the growing trend of preparedness, as more and more people decide to take control of their own pantries. Thank you very much. Shoppers are finding better, saner, and often safer ways to get what they need. It's a fascinating shift, watching consumers vote with their feet and their wallets. So, if you're feeling the pinch and the frustration, if your weekly Walmart run feels more like a battle than a bargain, maybe it's time to rethink where you buy your groceries too. There's a whole world of options out there, and your sanity might just thank you for exploring them. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights on how to navigate the changing landscape of grocery shopping, and maybe, just maybe, find that victorious feeling again.